test a web application vulnerability. So the web application vulnerability that we are going to test out for is IDOR. As you could see, there was a bit of spoiler that has been given to you from my side already. Well, let's do that. So before we get into this first scenario, in a web application, whenever you request a file or a profile, the web applications returns to you with a valid ID. So let's say there had been an ID on your profile, let's say 2, and let's say there is a guy named Ravi, and Ravi has an ID 3. So ideally the profile that must be visible to you must be that of yours, that was 2. But what if you change that ID from 2 to 3 and you are able to access Ravi's profile? That is IDOR, which means insecure direct object reference. Why? Because web application is giving unauthorized users access to the data which they did not have the authority over. So it's basically that. Moving on to the vulnerability, we have a logged in session of a normal user, that is Aaron, and incognito window we have a normal user session of an administrator user account. So you click on reset password. First, before clicking on reset password, let's move on to the shop and try to give a good review on a furniture. If you move to the Nordic chair, what you could do is click on test. Now if I click intercept on, I click on the review, and I can see that there is a user ID that is being changed. So if I move to the comparer tab which we used earlier, you could see that there was an ID of 7 being used in the administrator user account and the ID of Aaron that was 5, which is the normal case. So what if I actually, just if I turn intercept off or forward the request as it is, I can see that the web application is functioning perfectly fine, but we are a web app pen testers and we really like to fiddle around with things a lot and mess around with the application. So what we are going to do is, I am going to say this was the administrator, this was the administrator, and I want you all to please change your password to pass since we are going under maintenance. And this is really not the best phishing way to do, but I'm just giving a random example over here. And if I click on intercept, I click on submit review, and if I change this ID from 5 to 7 and then forward the request and turn intercept off, you can see that the normal user Aaron, who has the low privilege user, is able to comment as an administrator, and he's literally telling all the people in the web applications to change their password to pass since we are going under maintenance. So there are people who are going to trust this comment because obviously it's coming from the administrator. So this was the first scenario, and poor guy administrator, he can't do anything about it because the whole concept of the ID was being used by the web application. So the next thing that we are going to move on is IDOR vulnerability, but we are going to dive more into the account takeover stuff. So if you're curious about all of this web application vulnerabilities and you really liked my way or the explanation that is being put forward in front of you in this Burp Suite series, do check out our content on web application. It ranges from course, videos, blogs, podcasts to everything. And apart from applications, we have hardware, we have Active Directory as well. So, give it a shot. So, account takeover, again, we move on to Aaron's profile, and keep in mind whenever you're trying to go for account takeover vulnerabilities, is either you could be doing this by changing the email, changing the password, or fiddling around with the OTPs, that is the 6-digit tokens as well. If you go to the intruder section, you can know how we used the intruder tab in order to gain more access, to a user account where we knew the username but not the password. So if I go to the reset password now and I say, hey, I want to change this password to test@123. By this time, you already have a good amount of idea of what IDOR is actually about. So you must be guessing what I am trying to do in this web application. So I use Burp Suite. See, again, if I did not have Burp Suite right now, there was not really a way that I could change the administrator user's account. So that is where Burp Suite comes handy. It's for pen tests as well as consultants. So a small disclaimer again, please do not try to perform all of these activities at your house, organization or work, because if you get into trouble, Red Fox Security is not responsible for it. So please understand that all of these videos, techniques, tools are actually made for educational purposes only. Alright, now I have been given these disclaimers all this time. Let's jump into this IDOR vulnerability and turn intercept on. You click on update password. You have the ID now. You change the ID from 5 to 7. You just click forward and you turn intercept off. Now what's going to happen if you refresh the page? The administrator user account is still there. This is another vulnerability where the session is not being invalidated upon password reset. That is also one. But now, let's say if the administrator logs out. He has went to his house, the next day he comes in, has his fair share of his coffee break, and then he says, okay, let me just log into the web application and to see what's really going on today. He tries his authenticated password and he says, login failed. What's happening? I mean, I'm not able to continue the work. So what probably the administrator will do? He would ask the IT admins, or he will take some help and let them know that, hey, something's wrong. I'm not able to log into my application. Is there a fault? Something. Now at this point, the attacker must be having a great time because he actually used the ID to change the administrator user's password, and you can see he knows the username, that is admin, and now he had set it to test@123. The attacker can be Aaron in this case. He goes to the admin profile and basically it's an account taker over the administrator account. You can click on manage users, you can do any sorts of things, right, from deleting users to resetting their passwords. Okay, so now let's talk about file upload vulnerabilities, something that is really a bonus. So what I'm going to do is, in a pen test, let's say this functionality only allows me to upload PNG files, but not the HTML files. So if you click on open with node tab, you can see that we are trying to embed a XSS payload in a HTML file. But obviously, since the application only allows you to upload PNG file, we are going to rename it as .png. This is something related to file upload vulnerabilities where you will be manipulating the content type and the file name parameter much more. To get a more overview about what's really happening, let's just jump into the practical. So you go to the Burp Suite, you go turn intercept on, you click on choose file, you click on test.png, you click open, and you click on upload picture. Now you can see in the request the content has been rendered as image/png and the file name is test.png. Now what you would say is, hey, I know that I have successfully bypassed a part where I have supplied you the PNG file, but render it as HTML and now change it from PNG to HTML. I click forward, I turn intercept on, and my poor web application is like, fine, okay, that works. Now I'm just going to open it in a new image. Boom, you get an XSS, and that is how you get a stored XSS vulnerability through file upload. Get it in your reports, and because it's a very high finding and something that is creditable as well. So that is it. That's about file upload vulnerabilities. Again, knowing more about the parameters, fields that are being implemented while uploading a small picture. So as a consumer, you're probably just uploading a profile picture, but all of this stuff is going in the background. A small recap of all these features and all of the stuff that was going around. So first of all, we discussed about Burp Suite. Why is it being used? The Burp Suite Free Community Edition, the Burp Suite Pro Edition, Intruder tab, Repeater tab, Comparer tab, Sitemap, and a lot of tabs, POC generators, collaborators, the perks of Burp Suite Pro or Community Edition. Also, we did discuss a lot of web application vulnerabilities. I am so sorry that I could not really get into more depth because web application security is a vast field, and getting to know more about it's always great to have a curious mind. I really love people who are hooked into this video and want to know more. So you can always go to our blogs, contents, videos, shorts, podcasts. There's a plenty amount of content that has been offered from Network Security, and that too at really no cost. But also we have our premium courses that are being launched at our exclusive website. This will be in our description as well, and also it will be displayed in front of you. So do make sure to give it a follow, or you can always visit the page.